Alrighty, so I kind of wanted to make a brief video talking about shooting USPSA. I just started shooting USPSA. I've shot 2 matches, and I have a video for my first match, just kind of talk about what I think about it, where I'm at, and where I've been so far. So this was my first match on October 3rd of 2020. And generally speaking, I was more concerned this match about learning the game rather than trying to play it. I was focusing a lot more on not getting DQ'd, not looking like an idiot or whatever, just staying in the game and kind of learning how these stages are shot and how the game works. But I feel like this was a really good stage to talk about because there's some good in here, there's a lot of bad, there's a lot of stuff to unpack. But I'm just going to kind of let it roll and we'll talk about it.
There you go.
Okay, and that finishes out the stage. All around, there's a couple of things I did this stage that I was really unhappy with, but that's why it's good to talk about them. You know, again, just brand new USPSA shooter, so best thing to do is just go back and look and see about things I want to fix. So let's start off with the beginning of the stage and shooting these first 4 targets. I shot these really slow. I already know that right off the bat. So I didn't understand how USPSA was scored, and for this basically entire day, I was spending a lot of time trying to get really good hits, really good A shots every time, get those alphas in. Realizing at the end of the match that USPSA is a game of speed, and that honestly you want to try to run as fast as you can. Even that A zone is actually pretty large. So I definitely ran this slower than I would really have liked to, and I have gotten a lot faster with only a month in between last match and this match. So it is what it is. Yeah, that was definitely slow. Yeah, transitioning to the star, I was not trying to take this fast. Again, to this day was more about learning how to play the game, or learning how to play the game, rather than trying to actually play it. So I kind of made a mental note that I wasn't going to try to, like, race up and down the stages and try to match everyone who's been there for years and years. So definitely went slow here. I know that. That's just kind of what I thought that was the best course of action for my first match. I was actually pretty happy with that. I'm still pretty happy with how I shot that star. I have never shot a Texas star before. I have never shot a moving target before. So to engage it for the first time, 2 hits, 2 misses, 3 consecutive hits, I was actually pretty happy with this. I thought I did a good job shooting the star. Maybe could have gone faster, but I'm pretty happy with it.
There you go.
Then there's that right there. I don't know what happened here. I meant to reload between the star and this left side, and I just don't know what happened. I reached down, I touched my magazine, and like mentally I was like, oh, I'm good. And then I just kept going. I didn't even pull the magazine out from the pouch or anything. I just kind of like touched it, and I was like, oh, I'm reloaded, and kind of kept on going forward, which fucks me here because I run dry on this target right here. Oh, no more rounds left. Yeah, I pulled the trigger, just kind of started going after I pulled it, only realized I didn't feel the recoil impulse. But yeah, so I basically have stopped dead in my tracks. I'm not moving at all to drop my mag, slap a new one in, and send the slide home. Definitely just really killed my momentum here for what little momentum that I had. So I get reloaded, re-engage, and then I kind of just meander down the stage to shoot these targets here. Definitely a bit happier on the speed here. I felt like I was close enough that I knew I was going to get those alpha hits and I could go a little bit faster. I've definitely gotten a lot faster with this most recent match on November 7th, but for my first match, generally speaking, I thought I did pretty okay. I scored 45th out of 55 overall. I scored 9th out of 14th for all those shooting limited. And then I scored 2nd place out of 5th for all the shooters that were shooting limited and were U class or U rank. So all around, I'm not actually unhappy with that result. I think for a first shoot, that's pretty good, not dead last. So all around, I'm pretty happy with this. Definitely, I think a good place to start. There's things that were good. There's things to work on. All around, not too bad. Yeah, definitely felt I went slow. Didn't try to make it fast going to the star. Pretty happy shooting the star. False reload. Run dry. Kills my momentum. Reload. Meander down the end of the stage. And engage the last targets. So, all around, not perfect, but a good place to learn from.